What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full highest speed stat Pokemon team. So I grabbed 6 Pokemon that had the highest speed stat that weren't legendary Pokemon, Ultra Beasts or Ubers. And I put them in one team and made some amazing sets, and I know you're just going to love it. Leave those C teams in the comment section below. You could be picked for a Mystery Monday too, people, which always lands on Monday. It's Monday today. And never mind, it's all good. Someone actually suggested in the comment section I should make it Mystery Day, but then the Mystery Monday meme would go, right? That wouldn't be any good. Let's get to this one anyway. So if you want to battle me on my chat, you can. I take battles there every day at a random time. So we have a battle against Lord of Lilligant. So we have a Simisear lead. Now I've got a physical Jolteon lead. Jolteon's physical move pool is absolutely just a pile of trash, basically. So I've got on this set, max speed, max attack with the Adamant nature. Now I gave it Adamant because it's got the quick feed ability with the Toxic Orb, which is going to make up for its speed rather nicely. Now, the Simisear actually flung some purple poop at me, which actually had the same effect as my item. So guys, I just knew I countered that one so hard. And it lives on 1 health with like one wild charge. I'm like, what the hell? And it's going to finish me off with a Fire Blast. So a great start there, people. Like, seriously, come on. Like, that should have killed. I definitely got minimum damage there. So, Jolteon's down. And it's all good. We are swapping in another fresh Pokemon. Now, this is actually a Choice Banded Electrode. I ran Volt Switch on it to play a couple of Mind Games. So I just Volt Switch that. I'll run over that set a little bit later on when I'm using it. So I just Volt Switch that to finish off the Simisear and to keep the, I just kept the momentum going and the mystery of what the set would actually be. So swapping into my Aerodactyl. This is my special Aerodactyl. I've run this guy a couple of times. However, this time I'm not running it with a Dragonium Z. So I've got Ancient Power just to get some boosts. I've got Fire Blast to hit Steel types, Earth Power, and I've got Dragon Pulse on it. I've got the Unnerve ability because I see berries all the time, and I've got Life Orb. Anyway, so swapping into my Selgor, I couldn't really do too much to Lomomola, or Trollamola, whatever it's called. So I've got this really cool Selgor set I've been wanting to use for a while. I used it a while ago, but I don't think I've actually ever done it in a video. So this was a bulky special defense wall, Infestation Toxic. Now, I've gotten this Rest and Rain Dance with a Damp Rock and Hydration. Hydration is a really good ability, and you just really don't see it used on a Selgor. It uses other abilities a lot more than this one. So I thought I could make use of that, trap them with the Infestation and Toxic and just heal up like full health with the Rest and Rain Dance combo. Anyway, so I'm going to get knocked off by the Escavalier. I didn't call it Mewtwo this time, guys. Anyway, so it's going to knock off my Life Orb. Fire Blast misses. I'm like, ugh. So salty. Anyway, so it's going to use an Iron Defense. Its defense was already like a million anyway, but might as well use another one. So I go for another Fire Blast, even with its 4 times weakness, and Aerodactyl's absolute garbage special attack isn't enough to take it out. That Life Orb, people, that Life Orb, it would have done the job. Anyway, so going for the Ancient Power, hoping I can get a boost, and also a little bit low-key worried that it was actually going to live, and it just probably is enough to take it out. I get the boost, which is really cool. With Ancient Power. So Aerodactyl special attack is probably about it's about a normal Pokemon special attack now. It's semi-garbage now. Anyway, so Scavalier is down. I'm happy with that. So now we have the Malamar coming in. So I knew that there's no way I'm going to be able to one-shot this thing. So I went for the Fire Blast to try and get a burn. Does over half health. Then the scummy Malamar uses Topsy-Turvy. What Topsy-Turvy does is it just, all your stats, since I got boosts in them, it actually flips them and rotates them. So they actually made them all really, really bad and just opposite. So it's going to take me out the reversal there, and for fuck's sake. And yeah, nice. I do love Topsy-Turvy. It's a really cool move. So bringing in Electrode here. Now, Electrode screams out ground-type Pokemon, so I thought, let's go for Explosion there. I really want to draw out a Pokemon, which was the Nidoqueen. They swapped out the Nidoqueen just like I thought they would. So going for the Explosion with a Choice Band here. Even with the Choice Band and Max Attack, I knew this probably wouldn't be quite enough to take it out, and it lives on like a little bit of health, and I don't know, them double Ds. Anyway, so bring in my Ninjask here. So I've got on this Ninjask, let me go over it. I've got Final Gambit, Leech Life, Dig, Aerial Ace with the Groundium Z. Now, Groundium Z for Dig, which is actually really good. You can use it against Steel types and Fire types, which love to wall Ninjask, or sweeping Ninjask. Anyway, so getting rid of the Nidoqueen with the Aerial Ace. So now we have Trollamola coming out here. I can't do much to it apart from going for the Final Gambit. Don't really want to burn that up at the moment because I'm not sure what sort of recovery this thing has. If it's got Wish or anything, that would be annoying. So swapping in Crobat, I also expected a status move with my Crobat 2, which I swapped it in. I'm also running Toxic myself, which was another reason why I swapped it in. So I've got the Toxic up, which is nice. Let me run this Crobat set. This was a max health, max defense set. Impish nature with the Roost. Super Fang and Mean Look with Infiltrator, so I can get past Substitute. If people, think they can be smart and set up Substitute, I can still get through it. Great ability too. And with the Black Sludge as the item to recover some health. Roost there to change my typing too. Even with no speed stat in speed, it can actually still roost up and change its type so it won't get hit by, super effective moves like stuff like, like Blizzard, those kind of things. It can just make me a pure typing. Anyways, so I'm be able to just trap this thing in really, really nicely. I've got my Black Sludge recovery, which is cool too. So this was a really, really scummy Alomomola set. I'm glad I had Crobat to actually deal with it because it would have been an absolute nightmare. Anyway, so I've got the poison up on it, and I'm going to go for... I went for the Mean Look, trapping it in so it could not swap. Super Fang misses, which I never saw coming, and it's going to go for a Tickle on me, so that's going to drop my attack and defense. Tickle's really not going to affect my, my Crobat at all because Super Fang is, set damage, and Alomomola doesn't seem to have any physical moves. It's only got special moves as I've seen it so far. Okay, so this basically was me trapping the Alomomola in. It couldn't do anything to me. I've got Roost, I can easily heal it back. It can't use Poison against me, Toxic against me because I'm already a Poison type. So I think, it's really, really good. So the whole idea with this set obviously is to go for the Water Pulse and try and get that scummy confusion. I like it. It's very scummy. So it's not really doing too much to Crobat, which is nice too. I do like defensive Crobat. It's quite good. You could run like a whole bunch of different sets on it. I just thought this would work rather well. Mean Look is a little bit of a gimmick, right? You could probably fill it with a better move, but I just wanted to have it as a trapping set. Anyway, so going for a Super Fang on Alomomola, or Troll Aloma, and that's not going to do too much. Obviously, I'm just halving. If you're new to Pokemon, Super Fang just keeps halving in damage until you get down to the last health, and it actually will take it out. Which is quite interesting. Anyway, so it's going to finally go down this turn just due to the toxic damage. It's not like I was doing much else to it. Finally, that's going to go down. So I was glad I had a toxic Pokemon because none of my Pokemon would have been able to deal with it. Maybe the Acelgor, that would have worked too. Two Pokemon actually had toxic in this battle. Anyway, so we have Malamar coming in. Now, I wasn't sure what this was exactly going to do for me, unless it had something like Psychic. So I swapped into Acelgor anyway, which is a special defense wall. Okay, so it's got to go for the foul play on Acelgor. Since I've already got an okay base attack, they're still going to do pretty good, nice damage, and a stab too. All right, so going for Infestation since it's 4 times super effective. I don't have anything in special attack, but it still does nice damage. However, Malamar is going to go for a Pluck, which is super effective against the Acelgor, and take me out. So nice. I like plucking on oh my god, I can't even speak. I nearly called it. This is what I did right, guys. I called it Alomomola and Malamar at the same time, and I tried to say it. 10 out of 10 commentary. Anyway, so going for the Leech Life and taking Malamar out. We all know that. That one just lived. Anyway, so on the Ninja set, I had my Grandium Z still intact, which I could use, and I had the speed boost too. Now, I gave this Adamant Nature because I wanted the speed boost to make up for the speed, and a little bit more in attack because its attack wasn't the greatest in the world. Okay, so going for the final Gabba, I thought, bugger it, might as well go for this Airways, it may not kill, it may just live on 1 health, and what do you know, it's going to freaking Focus Sash. It didn't matter what I did, I was going to go down there. Ninjask is down. So the last Pokemon I've got, I'm guessing that was... I wasn't sure what that was. Maybe Hidden Power... I don't know. Hidden Power Ice or something. I'm not sure. Anyways, a lot of the time they run Hidden Power Fire. So it's going to go for a Hidden Power again. And that's not doing too much to my Crobat. I'm going to go for the Super Fang and finish the battle with a Super Fang kill on 1 health. So you don't probably see that one too often. And that is game. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. It was really cool. Some good sets. Okay, this battle was against Roz on my chat. We have another really interesting battle too. So, we have a Masquerain lead. I don't mind the shiny Masquerain, looks pretty cool. And I've got my Jolteon lead. So I thought most of the time this would be a really good matchup. But since I was running a physical set, right, that Intimidate was going to drop my attack. And since its attack is basically crap anyway, it's not going to be... I know that it's not going to kill, and I wasn't sure if it had any other items on it either. So I didn't want to reveal it this close in the game, or this early in the game. Anyway, so it's going to be a double swap at the start, which is quite funny. And now we have the Stunfisk coming out. And that shiny Stunfisk. Double D, double die. I was hoping it would double die after I finished with it. So going for the Infestation, which is going to trap it in. Now, I'm hoping this didn't have rest either. It's going to have a track. So, getting kissed by a Stunfisk was always on my, that was just a thing on my bucket list. So, that one's ticked off, ladies and gentlemen. It's got the leftovers too for a little bit of recovery. Now, as I said, mentioned this set earlier on, this was the rest hydration set. So if it did, I was already thinking about stuff like it loves to like paralyze you and those kind of things. If it has any status moves apart from that, I can use the Rain Dance and Rest combo just to heal them off straight away with the hydration ability. So I've got the Toxic and the Infestation up on it, which was the main thing. That was my main thing. Now it's going to go for the Discharge. I was like, okay, even if I get paralyzed, I know that I can deal with this, right? It's not doing a hell of a lot of damage because I'm max health, max special defense EVs. I had some fun running the set. It was quite good. It took lots of people off surprise with it. Normally it's it's more of an offensive Pokemon rather than bulky, right? It can be like offensive and special attack mainly, or you can go for those those physical ones, or even the Final Gamble one. So now it's going to keep going for the Discharge to try and paralyze me. Obviously, you wasn't aware that I had the Hydration Rest combo, so that, that's what would have gone for in that situation. Okay, so I was hoping that I didn't get... The only thing I was worried about is if I got infatuated and I wasn't able to get my full strategy off with the Rain Dance. That was what I was worried about at this point. Oh, the item was Damp Rock too, to extend, the Rain Dance that for 8 turns instead of 5. So I'm going to fall in love. However, I get through that and going for the Rain Dance, which is cool. That can, if I get any paralyzed or anything, it's going to heal it straight away. Hydration is a very strong ability. Okay, anyway, so Stunfisk is going for the Discharge again, trying to get that paralyzed, and I think was I on 69 health, and I wasn't sure. It went by too quickly. Anyway, so 3 in a row didn't paralyze me. That's fairly unlucky. It's got a good chance of paralyzing. And I've got the Toxic and Infestation going really nicely there. So Eiffel 65 is about to tumble down. So anyway, so I've got the Infatuation this round, and I get immobilized by Love. That how could you not love this? Oh my god, I just called Stunfisk love this. Oh, seriously. Anyway, so I get the hydration, the paralyze wears off. I called something Mewtwo yesterday, and I called Choice Specs Onyx. I called Choice Specs Sex yesterday, so things are going really good at the moment. Anyway, so I've got the Infestation Toxic happening on the Stunfisk. It lives on like 1 health again. I was like, let's get the rest off here. I can get all my health back. This will be absolutely perfect. And I fall in love again 2 turns in a row. I just can't, guys, I can't stop falling in love. So my Selgot is down, and I'm really, really salty about that because I had everything planned and all right there, but just that Stunfisk, it was too hard to resist, people. Anyway, so we have 1 Pokemon down on each side, so quite a lengthy battle there, like something else, against the Stunfisk and the Selgot. So bringing Jolteon back in, I was hoping that Masquerain wouldn't come in. So now we have Shampoo. So I thought, well, should I go for Wild Charge against this, or should I try and set up a workup? Shampoo's going to swap out, and now we have the Turtwig. Now, this was the Pokemon I was actually most worried about because I really couldn't do like a hell of a lot to it other than go for the Toxic. So Wild Charge is obviously going to do monkeys to this thing. It's very, very bulky just in its base stats. And obviously, of course, it resists it too. I could go for Facade here, or I could go for a Workup. I know that I can live a Dragon Pulse from this, and it's not going to go for any fire moves in the Rain either. Also, with the Aselga, right, the Rain actually helped it be more bulky as well from the fire moves. So that was another advantage to that set. Okay, so swapping into a Dragon Pulse does really nice damage to my Electrode. So going for Explosion, I have to get some damage on this thing. It's it's a big threat to my team, and of course it lives. I did actually expect it to live, but the thing that was annoying about it was it had another berry. So I'm like, oh god, that's really annoying. So I basically nearly burnt my Electrode there for nothing. However, I really had to have a go because I didn't have actually much to swap into this. So I had my Aerodactyl, right, which had it had Ancient Power, but I knew it wasn't going to be enough to take it out. And the irony was Aerodactyl actually had Unnerved too. I'm like, oh, so salty about that. Anyway, so Turtwig is going to swap out. Now we have Shampoo coming in. There's no way I could take this out with any of its special moves. I'm like, well, Ancient Power is probably going to be like a 4 or 3 hit KO. And it gets so close to doing half health, but it's just not enough even with the Life Orb. Those times when I wish I was running Earthquake, right? Anyway, so going for the Ancient Power again. Hoping I can get a boost. Not that it's going to matter because it's raining and like... In this situation, Simipour is going to go for, like, a Water Gun's going to take me out. However, it's going to go for an Ice Beam, and that Shampoo was a little bit frosty. So my Aerodactyl is down, but he's going to make a return, maybe in the bloopers and or the bonus battle. We'll have to see. Anyway, it is in a lower range of health, so I can swap in my Jolteon, which is going to have a high speed stat, and I can just take it out with any move I like. I went for Facade there because I didn't want to have as much recoil damage with Wild Charge as well. Okay, so that's down. That's good. I'm still salty about all these like close lives. Anyways, so I've got the toxic damage is a little bit annoying with the quick feet. I would have loved to run Flame Orb, but it just wouldn't have been, it wouldn't have been very good with the Wild Charge and my Iron Tail. Okay, so we have Turtonator coming in. I can't do anything to this. I'm going to swap into my Crobat. Now, we have a Shell Trap here. I thank God I didn't attack that with a physical move because my Jolteon would have just been ripped there. Okay, so the Shell Trap is going to fail. I really like Shell Trap too. It's a really cool move. So going for Toxic, I really needed this Toxic. I absolutely needed it. So thank God the Turtonator stayed in. So I've got the Toxic up on. That's really, really good. So even with, with max health and max defense, my Crobat still tanks that rather nicely. So it's a 3-hit KO, maybe even close to a 4 with the Black Sludge recovery. So this is good. I know there's probably a chance that they could swap here. I wasn't sure. I had to make a 50% chance. I went for that mean look, hoping to trap it in. However, I'm going to trap a freaking Jinx in, which is quite ironic in many ways. Not only is the Ice type for another reason too. We'll get to that in a second. So I give the Jinx the evil eyes, and basically a Powder Snow is going to wreck me, or a Psychic. So I was thinking for a bit, is this going to work? What should I do? I decided to stay in anyway. Jinx is going to go for the Substitute there, and I'm going to go for the Super Fang. Since I've got the Infiltrate ability, I'm going to be able to get through the Substitute, which is really cool. Thank God I was running Infiltrator on this thing. That would have been not very nice. So I went for the Toxic this turn, so we have a Z move from the Jinx. Okay, so I was like wondering, what's this Jinx set going to be? So I had a Substitute up, which was dangerous, right? I really had to take out. It's going to boost its speed, and it's going to use its Z move, which is Z Lovely Clears. This is the second time I get, well, just infatuated by the opposing Pokemon. So first was a Jinx, first was a Stunfisk, now it's a Jinx. So, those, you just couldn't hope to get kissed or infatuated by any other. I mean, they're probably the most attractive Pokemon in the game. Anyway, so I'm asleep. There's no point me swapping out. Now the Jinx is going to use Mean Look as well. So we're actually both Mean Looked into this matchup. So, oh my God, that poor Crobat was getting like stared at while I was asleep. Anyway, so I've actually locked the Jinx in with Mean Look, and she's locked the Crobat in with the Jinx. So either of us cannot swap. So we're gonna have to just decide and see what happens. Then it uses Parasol. I'm like, I see what's going to happen here. However, since we're both locked into this matchup, we're both going to Fang. So I was like, oh, damn it. I really did need my Crobat. So I was like, there's nothing I can do. I got to take this Jinx out before if I can wake up and take this Jinx out with the, the Super Fang and the Toxic, that's going to be my only hope. And then maybe I can swap out my Crobat on the last turn. Now, that's all I can really do. All right, so Jinx is spamming Lovely Kiss, obviously, just to keep me asleep. And I get the Toxic up, which is cool. However, in hindsight, I would have liked to get the Toxic up earlier, but that's cool. I got some damage with the Super Fang anyway. So I really needed Lovely Kiss to miss so I could get another Super Fang off. If I could get another one off, I was quite confident this could be, I'd be in with a chance. Anyway, so Jinx is going to kiss me again, and man, I'm popular with the ladies today. So Crobat is going to go to sleep again, and that's basically my fate is sealed, people. We're both going to be going down to the Peristrom, and that's that. I can't do anything about it. I'm trapped in. So I've got my Jolteon still, and I've already used my Selgra, and I've got all of my Pokemon are basically gone. I've got my Ninjask left as my last Pokemon. Now, Ninjask was a backup Pokemon. I did see a couple of Pokemon in the team preview, which I was worried about, so I actually hung up back for a long time. Anyway, so finally the Parasong is going to take out the Jinx and take out the Crobat. It was just so funny. We had both had a Mean Look trapping set, and it was like what are the chances of that? A Crobat and the Jinx. Anyway, so we have the Chandelure, which is lit. So I've got my Ninjask, which I was saving this whole time for the Dig Grand MZ. I'm like, this is really good. I might be able to get back into this game. So going for the Z Dig on Ground EMZ, doing the Macarena on my Ninjask. Now, this is really good. I like this because a lot of the time when you use Dig as a two-hit move, so you got to wait and then hit afterwards. With this, you can just get the full power right away. So it's really, really good. I like that. So it's not walled as much by fire types and steel types. So I was like, this is definitely a kill. There's no way Chandler's going to be able to leave this one. And then it has a freaking Shuka berry. I'm like, oh, I'm sick of these fucking berries. Anyways, it's going to go for a flamethrower, and that's going to be enough to take out my Ninjask. Like, seriously, these berries have screwed me over the whole battle. So my Ninjask is down. The only Pokemon I've got left is the overpowered physical Jolteon. Anyway, so I can't use Facade. I can't use Iron Tail, so the only move I can use is Wild Charge. Which is going to be really wild. So that's going to take the Chandelure out. Now we have the Turtonator, which I was thinking, what the hell am I going to do to? I need some really big crits on Facade, and I've also got the Masquerain left as well. So the Masquerain comes out, so I'm like, okay, well I can go for Wild Charge here. However, this is going to deplete on my health, so I'm happy here. I can go for a Workup. In case it's if it's a special set, I know that I can leave probably one special move and go for a Workup after that. Wild Charge after that. So I've got my boost in attack, basically just getting back what I had before. The Masquerain's going to go for the Hydro Pump, and that's going to do some pretty solid damage to me. I have nice base special defense, which is good too, and Masquerain's special attack is a little bit shaky too. Okay, so going for the Wild Charge, I was like, this is going to be a 1-0. I'm happy with this game, and something happened. Guys, the salt shirts, they're coming soon. Let me know if you want one.